Not an insurance company. We are the marketplace for those insurance companies. So your traditional insurers, like your Hollards, your Santums, Brights, Old Mutuals, etc., they are the insurers that are on our platform. So we are helping you to get quotes from them and compare those quotes.
Welcome to ITWeb TV. Today we are joined by Mishaya Chettiar, who is the Executive Head of Insurance Disruptor Everything.Insure. Mishaya is here to talk to us about her business, how it is growing as a startup, and the challenges that they have faced along the way. Welcome to ITWeb TV, Mishaya.
Thank you, Admire. It's wonderful to be here.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Mishaya. If you can just start by telling us about Everything.Insure. What does it do? When was it started? And so forth.
Okay, so Everything.Insure was started as just an idea on a whiteboard in 2017. And we started mapping out how we wanted to change the insurance industry and how we wanted to digitize it and change the way the whole industry works. And we've been building ever since. It officially launched to the public late last year, and we started doing some advertising in Feb this year. And we've got a full marketing plan rollout for the rest of this year. What it is a digital insurance marketplace. So if you're looking for insurance and you're wanting to buy insurance, you can go to Everything.Insure, and regardless of the type of insurance. So we don't just do personal lines, we do business insurance, pets, funeral, all categories of insurance. You can go on, answer simple questions, and you'll be presented with multiple quotes from the top insurers. So one of the main things Everything.Insure does is we curate the insurance industry, and we only put the best insurers on that are going to give you a good claims experience, that have good balance sheets, etc. You're able to compare your insurance products and pick the one that suits you based on price, insurer, etc. And then you can tailor your insurance product. And the big difference with us is you can actually buy that product online. So no phone calls, no paperwork thereafter. And then once you've bought your insurance product, we've got Everything Central, which is web and app, where you house all your insurance products regardless of insurer. So it's kind of like internet banking, what internet banking is, except if you had multiple bank types. So if you had a standard bank current account and your business banking with Nedbank, but you were able to have it in one online banking portal, that's what you have for insurance with Everything.Insure.
So how different are you from the traditional insurance?
So we are not an insurance company. We are the marketplace for those insurance companies. So your traditional insurers, like your Hollards, your Santums, Brights, Old Mutuals, etc., they are the insurers that are on our platform. So we are helping you to get quotes from them and compare those quotes.
Okay, so you work like Hippo?
So we're a bit different to Hippo in that Hippo gives you indicative quotes. So if you go onto Hippo and you answer your questions, you'll get a couple of quotes. But you won't be able to bind right then and there online. You'll then say you're interested, and then somebody's going to call you, answer more questions to be able to continue. And then the rest of the journey is traditional with whichever insurer you picked. Whereas with us, the whole journey is digital. You buy right then, and you can claim and edit and do everything else you do with insurance in one place on our portal. So that's the difference.
There are also like new insurtech companies that are emerging, for example, Naked Insurance. Are you also working with such companies?
So we're not working with Naked or Pineapple. There's lots of other insurtech companies. The difference with us and them, they're doing a great job, but they give you one product and one type of insurance. So it's only personal lines, your car and your home, and it's only Naked's product, which is backed by Hollard, or Pineapple's product, which is backed by Old Mutual, I think. Whereas we give you different types of insurance and multiple insurance providers to compare.
And how big is your team so far?
So our team, I actually don't know the full number, but it's about 40 or 50 people. And we've got tech people, so all our developers, and then we've got business analysts, and then we've got a full insurance team as well. So one of the big things that sets us apart from other insurtechs is that it's not purely digital in the sense that there's nobody to support you and you have to call a call center. We've got a full team of underwriters, brokers, claims people. So at any point, if you get stuck in the journey, you can call somebody, or we can call you, or you can chat to us on the chatbot, and you'll be supported all along the way.
I couldn't resist asking you this question, Mishaya. I was doing a little bit of some research before you came here, and I saw you had a legal tiff with Hippo.
Yes.
Tell us was it about, and what does it mean to you as to win that court case?
So, as part of our sort of vision for Everything.Insure, one of the things we wanted to achieve was we wanted to demystify, is the word we like to use, insurance for consumers. So you as a consumer, I'm sure you've got some kind of insurance, but I'm sure you'll agree that insurance can be quite overwhelming and hard to understand. You don't even know what you're buying, and so most people go through a broker. And so we're trying to simplify that. And as part of that simplifying and education process, we did a series of videos on our social media about all things in insurance. And one of the areas was we were helping people to understand the difference between us and the various players in the insurance industry. Exactly like the questions you're asking me now. What's the difference between us and Hippo? What's the difference between us and Naked? Because people don't understand that. And we did a video on the difference between us and Hippo. And that was the video that Hippo took offense with, and they sent us legal letters. And we didn't actually end up going to court. They had an application for urgent court to have the matter heard, and it was that it got dismissed in urgent court. So it wasn't heard on its merits. The judge just said it wasn't urgent, and they were applying for a date to actually hear it on its merits. They got a date, but when that date came, they decided to drop the case. So it hasn't actually been heard on its merits, but yeah.
Interesting. I can imagine when you got served with the papers, like as a startup company, like how did you feel? Like, did you think we were going to win it, or you just thought of throwing in the towel?
No, I think we don't have the massive budget that Hippo has to go into these legal battles, but we felt like we needed to stand firm because we knew we hadn't done anything wrong. There was nothing that we said that wasn't true. We said that Hippo's done a great job of giving you comparative indicative quotes, but they're not real quotes that you can bind on right then and there. And so that's not inaccurate. And so we decided that if we're really going to stand up for the consumer and want to educate them, then we can't allow ourselves to be bullied by simple legal matters. And we decided to stand our ground, even though it cost us. But luckily, they decided to drop it eventually.
Awesome. But did you feel that we had ruffled some feathers in the industry?
I think we did. It wasn't our intention. We're not trying to form any enemies or ruffle feathers. We're just trying to be an advocate for the consumer. We are agnostic. We don't mind which insurance product you buy. We're just trying to help you understand what you're buying, help you to get lots of options. And if a few people get offended along the way, we're on the side of the consumer.
Awesome. I also checked a few videos whereby you were inviting like business partners, like young people. Can you just take us through that? Like, what's the process?
Sure.
Yeah.
So Everything.Insure is one of the important things about EI is that it is registered with the FSCA for digital advice. So we're one of the first to get that registration. So what that means is the platform itself is a digital broker. So we don't just ask you questions, we give you advice all along the way like a broker would. And because of that, it allows people who are not financial services providers to sell insurance without a license. Because as long as they use the platform, because the platform is the one who has the license. So usually if you wanted to go and be an insurance broker and start selling insurance, there'd be a lot of red tape. You'd have to write exams. You'd have to get on somebody's rep register, etc. With us, if you want to start a business, you can come and apply to be an Everything.Insure business partner, and we would train you on how to use the platform. And then you would go out and to your network, you could sell the product. Okay. So you'd get your network to use the Everything.Insure platform, and everything that gets sold through your shopfront, we call it a shopfront, or your code would be attributed, the business would be attributed to you, and you'd get the majority split of that commission.
And how has been the uptake so far?
It's been great. We've had lots and lots of interest from young entrepreneurs wanting to get started. So we've got one portion of our team is distribution, and they are focused on getting business partners on board.
So does it mean everyone who applies automatically gets in, or there are some people that you feel like?
We haven't had to reject anybody just yet, but there is a vetting process, yes.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And also looking at the technologies that you use, what would you say like maybe are the technologies that are anchoring your business? Are you using any cloud computing? artificial intelligence and so forth?
Yep. So we're using cloud computing and all of that stuff, and we've got an AI machine learning expert as part of our team that is developing our rating. So we are trying to continuously. We've got two portions of our business, or two portions of products. Some are black box products that it literally hits an API with the various insurance providers, so it'll give you Hollard's price, Santam's prices, etc. And then we've worked with the insurers to develop bespoke products that can only be bought on Everything.Insure. And for those ones, we are using our AI and machine learning experts to continuously use the data that we're getting from third-party databases and consumer behavior to adjust the rating to find the adequate rating, because insurance rating can often be very general. So it's not bespoke to your risk. And so we're trying to improve that all the time. So we've got a lot of that built into the system.
Of course, you've got plans to grow your business further. Can you share such plans, like what plans you have maybe to grow your business?
Sure. I mean, from a product perspective, we are trying to add products and product providers to the platform on a weekly basis. So we want to have a huge variety from medical insurance, life, etc. So we are meeting with insurers all the time. As you can imagine, it's quite a long process to get big trusted insurers to agree, firstly, to be in a open markets sort of platform. And so we want to get as many products and good providers on the platform. And then we've got really great features that we're building out at the moment, features that can allow customers to easily, right now we allow you to easily switch, so you don't have to go and re-answer the questions. If you've had a terrible experience with one of the insurers and you want to switch, then you can just say, I want to switch from insurer A to insurer B, and you won't have to answer the questions again. But we've built in things like what we call better deals, so you can put on a better deals alert, so you don't have to actively do it yourself. It will continuously check your answers against all the rating and pop up and let you know, we found you a better deal with this insurer or with this product. And then we've just got our license a few years ago in India. So we are in the process of building out Everything.Insure in India. And then we've got a few other expansion plans outside of South Africa as well.
Africa?
Yes, absolutely. So Everything.Insure is part of a broader group called the First Equity Group. And the First Equity Group has offices all throughout Africa and the Indian Ocean's island. So we are going to be launching in all our.
So when can we expect the launch for India?
For India, we are aiming for this year or early next year.
Okay. So as a growing business, like besides the Hippo challenge that we have, what are the other challenges that you have encountered along the way?
So we've really bootstrapped this business for the last 5 or 6 years, where we've built it with a very small team of, as far as developers go, the bulk of the platform was built with 2 or 3 developers. And so it's been lots of long hours, and we've built it in a very clever way, where nothing is hard-coded, etc., so that the business has been scalable. But we have now gotten to the point where we need to expand the team. And one of the biggest challenges we found is finding good resources, good development resources. I think that's probably, we've hired and tried, and we are struggling to find good, affordable tech resources.
Yes, I think it resonates with the industry. Like the whole ICT industry has been lamenting about the shortage of such skills, and it's something that has been like a problem for the whole industry, especially software development, cybersecurity, and so forth. So So are you putting in place any measures to plug that skills gap?
Yeah, so we are continuously meeting with recruiters, and we're starting some initiatives with the universities to try and train guys from young, so we can develop the skills in-house, get them straight out of varsity and develop the skills that we're looking for in-house. So there's lots of measures that we got going on at the moment.
Okay.
But I would say, other than the small little legal challenge, that's probably been our biggest challenge.
Have you received any funding from the time you started?
We've had lots of offers for funding, but we've made a decision that we are trying to build this business with funding it from within. And so up until this point, we funded from within. And we've now reached a stage where we want to start marketing above the line. And so we are open to getting a bit of funding. We're toying between funding versus non-equity funding. So just taking a loan so that we can build it and then pay it back.
Awesome. I'm sure the offers were coming from the big insurance companies.
Yep. We've had lots of offers from big insurance companies and outside of the insurance industry as well.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Amazing. Something that we also touched on earlier about your title, Executive Head. Why not CEO?
So within, like I said, Everything.Insure falls within, the startup division within the First Equity Group. And within our group, we don't use that title CEO. So we've got our group CEO, Vis Govender, and then all the other business unit heads that run. So we call them executive heads.
Is it? Okay. Thanks a lot, Mishaya. Do you have anything else that you would want to add on top of what we've discussed?
No, I think we're just really excited for what this means for both the tech industry and the insurance industry. I think it's trying to change an industry. Everything.Insure is trying to change an industry and the way it works for the better and for the sake of the consumer. And we're really excited to take this above the line in the latter half of this year and going into next year. And we're hoping to make some big changes, create great employment through our business partnerships, and form greater relationships with other insurers. And so we're looking forward to seeing what the road ahead looks like.
Awesome. And all the best, Mishaya. Hope to be talking to you soon about maybe when you launch in India or in other African countries.
Yep.
And all the best with the rest of your team. That was Mishaya Chettiar, Executive Head of Everything.Insure. Don't forget to subscribe to ITWeb TV. Thank you so much.